Good morning, guys. This is Kelby Hightower. I'm the principal broker of Elevated Insurance Group. I'm going to go over just a real quick overview with you about our career agent opportunities that we have available in a couple of different states. If you've been reached out to in and through probably Indeed or some other arm of some kind of recruiting online or something like that, and you're jumping on this, you're at the right spot. So if you'll take just a few minutes, you can take some notes. I'll give you a couple of emails or an email to be able to reply back with the second step of what you need to do after this initial overview to make sure it's something you're interested in doing. And from there, basically, you can email or call in and set up a second time for a one-to-one meeting that we'll need to be able to do and kind of walk you through the phases of what we do to be able to bring on a career agent. So kind of who we are, what we do, and how we do it. We're an independent insurance agency or brokerage style agency. Basically, all that means is that we contract with multiple carriers in multiple states, all the different Medicare Advantage, Medicare Supplement, and prescription drug plans. Typically, refer in a state, we're going to contract with the top 5 Medicare Supplement carriers pretty much right now in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Kentucky. The contiguous states kind of touch those. We are contracted with all the major Medicare Advantage carriers, and we kind of streamline the prescription drug plans into the ones that are the key carriers for Medicare recipients. So one of the things that we do is we navigate the Medicare maze for Medicare recipients. We also do life and ancillary products. They go along with the senior market, but our predominant focus and most of our agents that are effectively out marketing and doing what they do in and through our agency market to the Medicare beneficiary first, and through that opportunity, they're able to land some opportunities for life and ancillary products as well. So through the new agent training, we walk you through that process, kind of what to do and how to do that. So how we do it is in and through our career agent path. We provide you all the resources when it comes to marketing leads and everything that you need to be able to effectively get out and sell without it costing you money out of your back pocket. Most independent agents and agencies that we work with, and we work with different types of agents. Some are career, some are independent. Independent agents have to put out their own money for all the marketing. On the career side, you're not having to put out money to create leads. We actually take that expense and do that for you. So kind of the career agent opportunity. One of the things that I say to people a lot of times, growth as a leader creates immediate opportunity for everyone. So if you grow in and through the opportunity of a career agent, there's always opportunities to manage over other people and just kind of progress up the ladder or whatever you want to be able to do in life. If you're good at what you do, then opportunity kind of opens itself up to you. And it's a growing process. If you're a new agent or if you've been in and around the career of insurance sales for several years, really just kind of who we are and what we do. We do it a certain way, and especially in the Medicare world. So learning that, doing it, and being excellent at it always creates more opportunity for you long term when it comes to your income opportunities and just growing as a person and as a leader. So what you'll be doing as a career agent, basically kind of the main bullet points is navigating Medicare recipients through their health plan options daily and weekly. Obviously, we want to be able to keep you busy on a daily and weekly basis. It keeps you busy monthly and keeps you busy yearly. So marketing Medicare and life insurance products to folks that are 65 and older. We do reach out to people that are under 65 that are on Medicare disability and work and serve those people as clients. As well, we're going to teach and train you on some grassroots marketing, some things like events, door-to-door opportunities to be able to market like Medicare supplements. We give you all the resources and all the stuff paid by us to give to you to be able to provide and go out and do those events and door-to-door opportunities. Also, weekly appointment setting by phone. We'll connect you up with a telemarketer to be able to set appointments for you. So leads, we have a dialer system that has well over 100,000 contacts in there now that we're able to get on and dial yourself and or have a telemarketer that is able to work with you to be able to set appointments. So the goal is to allow you to be able to go out and run about 10 to 20 appointments a week that we self-generate for you, and then plug you into some events and door-to-door opportunities that allow you to generate some enrollments and sales and leads that way at a much lower risk factor than independent agents having to do all that on their own and try to figure that out along the process of getting contracted, appointed, and everything else they have to do to get into our industry. So running preset appointments from your assigned telemarketer is a big opportunity there for agents that want to be able to do that. Some of you guys may not want to do that. It's fine. We've got about 10 different ways to be able to plug you into marketing that are effective. We'll choose the 3 most predominant things that you'll do best at. If we find that you're not doing well at one of those, obviously we'll scratch that and plug you into something else that's effective for you. Partnership development opportunities will teach and train and equip you to be able to go out and land relationships out in the marketplace that can refer you business. We work with a lot of different doctors, pharmacies, affordable senior housing facilities. There's all types of different venues and opportunities out there, guys, that will teach you how to go out, create relationships with, maintain those relationships, help you maintain those relationships, and long-term, most of your business after 2 to 3 years can be written in and through those referral resources or partnerships is what we call those. Career leads or carrier leads and events opportunities. A lot of our carriers that we work closely with sometimes will provide leads throughout the year and or events that create leads, that create enrollments, and create the opportunity for you to make more money. Those are provided to agents that qualify for those. So those are some things that you'll be doing. So just real quick, guys, opportunities defined. I mean, it's a job. So if you work at it 10 hours a week, you're going to get out of it 10 hours worth of pay. So obviously, if we bring a career agent on, it's a commitment for them to be able to work 40 hours per week. And we just expect for you to work hard and smart. We're going to help teach you how to work smart. If you do not have a good work ethic, that's on you. We'll see the production of that and give you a high five and pat you on the back and let you go do something else with somebody else that allow you to be able to not work hard. But in our arena and kind of our team sport, we all work hard, get our hands dirty, and jump in and make things happen. So pay based on performance. One of the things that we found is great telemarketers plus great agents equal great opportunities for everyone. So we want to connect you up with somebody if they're setting appointments for you. If you're a great agent or a great telemarketer, you'll do well in this arena as far as running and doing stuff in the Medicare arena, setting appointments and being able to make sales and do enrollments. We call it doing an enrollment because really at the end of the day, if somebody needs help, you're going to be able to have the resources that you need to be able to walk them through the healthcare plan. Since we don't just sell one insurance product for one carrier, it makes it very simple for what we do. Some people need to be helped, great, you can help them. Some people that don't need to be helped, great, you can provide them your resource, your card, and move on because you're not going to be able to enroll them into something. It's not a big deal. There's always that follow-up time later on and when they do need to be able to change. And if you handle yourself professionally and correctly, then you have an opportunity to go back and serve somebody you've sat down with in the past. So something else is kind of convenient. You can work from home. You've got a computer, internet, a headphone set with a great attitude and willing to learn. You're not going to have to report into the office every day. So our career agents can work in and through their house. You do need to have a computer, internet. The headphone set is based for if you're being able to log in and into our dialer system with our leads are kept. I would use a headphone set if you don't have to, but I would suggest that you'll go through the training, you'll learn how to do this. We'll set up all the software system on your computer, but you do need to have an operating computer, internet, and a great attitude and a willingness to learn. Training provided, we'll walk you through basically our training process for career agents, a 2-day launch training, and then just the daily, weekly trainings that go on in meetings. A lot of those are web-based. So if we're in Tennessee, if you're based in Georgia and you're coming on with us, it's not a big deal. We'll plug you into the training that you need to be able to get you up and running. One of the main things that we tell is kind of a core value of who we are is what we call HOT, which is we believe in working. We believe in a working environment that is based on honesty, openness, and transparency. We're going to do that with you. We expect that from you in return, just to be honest, open, and transparent. If you need something, communicate that. If we need you to do something, we're going to communicate that to you and be very open and honest to you in regards to what we need and how it needs to be done. There are certain systems in place we're not going to tweak and change that we're going to ask you to be able to plug into. And if you're open and honest with us, and we know that you've got to drop a kiddo off at school at 8 o'clock every morning and you can't get started until 8:30, that's great. It's being open and honest. If we can work around those types of things, not a big deal. If we can't, we can address that on the home front, up front, before you come on as a career agent. So in your second interview process, we'll ask some questions when it comes to stuff like this, and just being open and honest with us is a great way to be able to start the relationship. So pay structure, real simple. We'll go over some slides in just a second, but career agents, basically it's a 50% split on what the agency is paid. So if the agency is paid $500 on a commission payout, you get 50% of that. Part of that money that we get paid on is what we pay and drive the leads, the marketing costs, the overhead, the administrative costs. All that is our responsibility out of our portion. You take your portion and keep it. So if you based 5 sales a week off of $500, that would be $1,000. And I'll go over some income potential stuff with you in just a second. But basically, it's a 50-50 split. You're vested from day one. That just means that if you come on with us and after a year, 2 years, or 10 years, you decide to walk and go do something else, contractually, we have an agreement in place to be able to protect you and protect us when it comes to business. But you're able to walk away and keep your renewals. So whatever you've developed and grown over a period of time, when you walk away, you keep the renewals. The big thing that's huge in the Medicare industry is just the backside of the renewal opportunities. Life, ancillary, there's not any other product out there that pays the renewals that Medicarehub plans pay. So we'll go over that in just a moment as well. Bi-monthly direct deposits. So some of the carriers allow us to split the contract. So when you write the contract, send it in. When the carrier pays us, it pays you directly. Otherwise, it would pay to us, and we pay 2 times a month. It's a direct deposit. You'll fill out a new agent packet. We'll set up the direct deposit. So if we owe you money, we've got a background of obviously paying what we call money in, money out. So as money comes in on something paid, that next pay cycle, you'd be paid on, itemized out. We keep up with that. We have you keep up with it. If there's anything question, you're able to send in to our operational person that handles all the commissions and funds, and she's able to double check on something. You'll at times have a carrier screw something up with an individual you're supposed to get paid on. We'll help follow up on that, take care of that, resolve that, and get paid so you can get paid. So we call it money in, money out. Chargebacks apply to all of us, including you as the agent. So basically what all that means is chargebacks on sales. If you write an application, you get paid on it. 2 months later, they charge us back that full amount that we got paid on originally. We're charged back, you're charged back for that per sale chargeback on what you're paid only. So if you got paid $200 and we get charged back $400, that means we're taking a hit for $200, and then on the next reconciled payment or deposit that you get, we would reconcile out that $200 chargeback. That's for health and that's for life. Chargebacks, there's no chargebacks on renewals. So if somebody dies, falls off the book, something like that, you're just not paid for the renewal. But on the front end, the first year, there's chargebacks there that we keep up with and reconcile. We do a reserve bank concept with our life insurance, so it doesn't create vectors for you. Some of you guys have been in the insurance industry, understand what vectors are. So there's a process in place to protect you for that. So chargebacks are reconciled monthly on a rapid disenrollment on the agent and the appointment setter. So if the appointment setter has set something, you sell it, you get paid on it in 2 weeks. he gets charged back in 2 more weeks. Everybody, there's money being taken out from us, so everybody's affected by that. So again, it's very obviously going through new agent training will teach you how to sell correctly, getting out and being a rogue salesperson and just pushing people into healthcare plans or life insurance plans is a stupid way for us to take the liability risk. So if we see a continual high attrition rate with an agent, we'll set them down, review what the heck they're doing, change what they're doing. If they can't change because they don't want to be anything but a rogue is not a good fit for us when it comes to being a career agent or an independent agent. There's too much risk on the table for what we do, and we give you a high five and let you find something else to do somewhere else. So career agents, we'll basically handle the sales, administrative, management, operations side. So the sales portion, teaching, training, evaluating, kind of observing, supervising what you're doing on the sales side. We'll help and administrate everything when it comes to the management, operational side to help you manage your book of business. There's a hands-on approach to what we do. The second interview, we'll kind of walk through this a little bit more in detail. And the marketing, obviously, if there's marketing costs incurred, we pay for those to be able to allow you to be able to go out and sell. We call that process SAM, which is sales, admin, and marketing. And we simply prospect for the agent so the agent can sell. So an agent launch, contract with carriers, we assign you the products you'll need to market and sell. So you may be brand new and you don't know anything about which product is best in your market. We've got a quote tool system and some analytics and stuff that we can look at and figure out exactly what products you need to be able to contract you with and get you moving forward. Certification, there is a certification that's associated with Medicare Advantage. You have to do what's called an AHIP certification for Medicare Advantage plans and prescription drug plans. You will pay for the cost of that up front. If you complete your AHIP and get your certifications done and get your writing numbers, when you get your writing numbers, I will come back and reimburse you for the AHIP cost. The AHIP costs anywhere from like $125 to $175. We'll walk you through that again in the second interview process, so you just kind of know what your upfront costs are. We don't know some of you guys, maybe 1 in 100 agents I may know personally, but it's just a business relationship. So you're entering into something. We're saying if you do this, we will do this. So I'm not going to pay for a bunch of agents to go through a process of what we had to pay administratively, a lot of cost out to get you contracted, and then you just fall off the bandwagon. There's too much risk liability in that, and but we will reimburse you for cost of things that cost you out of pocket to get you on as a career agent, because we don't want you to have to experience any upfront cost or back-end costs. We want to be able to reconcile those. So your writing numbers, we'll help you keep up with those. At first, if you're just getting started, it can be complicated, but we give you your writing numbers, get your kits and everything ordered that you'll need for Medicare Supplement, Ancillary, and the Medicare Advantage. Agent training, we'll walk you through this. Basically, there's a training protocol in place there that we walk you through to get you up and going. If you're a new agent or if you're an existing agent, you still go through the new agent training. We want to make sure you understand kind of how we work and operate and what we expect of you as a career agent, just to keep life simple for everyone. The last 3 things there: observe new agents and supervise new agents. We observe and supervise everyone. So if you're not hitting your numbers where you need to be on a weekly basis, monthly basis, we're kind of observing those. You'll put in information in a Google Doc that we're able to track what you're doing each week for appointments and how many sales. And then we'll look at that at the end of the week when we do a quick review call with you or a review meeting in our office with you, just to make sure you're staying on track to what you need to do to be able to make the income that you're wanting to be able to make. And if somebody doesn't supervise you, typically what that end result is that you'll all of a sudden wake up one day and realize you're not making any money. So we don't want to see that happen to you. And then just the launch of the new agent getting started. So income potential here, as you can tell, first year, kind of our goal. And guys, you can jump on these different recruiting calls and things, and they can blow smoke and tell you you're going to make $100,000 your first year. I've met maybe 1 out of 1,000 agents who've been able to do that with life insurance. And then I've seen those same guys 2 or 3 years later owe $80,000 worth of reconciled commissions back to a carrier because they wrote bad business, they weren't trained properly, and they couldn't write insurance anymore because they couldn't get contracted with carriers because of all the vectors. So don't believe everything that's kind of smoke is blown in your face or wherever when it comes to commission earnings in the insurance industry. Now, I will say this: second, third, fourth year and beyond, the opportunity to grow renewal, to grow residual income in our industry, the Medicare side of it, there's not anything else out there that can grow the revenue stream that Medicare health plans will allow you to be able to do consistently year after year. So first year, we average the earnings about $40,000 for an insurance agent that's out there writing business effectively. We'll walk you through those numbers for what you'll need to be able to hit to do that. You'll see here top producers can earn much more. I would say probably 60 to 70 would be kind of the cap. You could, if you were writing annuities and some things like that, I mean, there's always opportunity to hit more income than that, but I like to keep the averages, and I like to keep what I call the hot principle in play when it comes to money. I'm going to be very honest, open, and transparent when it comes to money. And just, you can hit $40,000 to $60,000, working hard and doing what you're supposed to do. So second year, what that allows you to be able to do is make that again in sales, $40,000 plus renewals. So your renewals that second year, that on the first year's earning, are going to be about $15,000 to $20,000. So then you're going to, your income for the year, you're looking at about $55,000 to $60,000. Your third year, your sales plus your renewals for the first and second year. So now it starts to compound. Now you've got $30,000 to $40,000 in renewals. You've got $70,000 to $80,000 in earned income for that year. Your fourth year is $40,000 in sales again. That's not going to change. Just keep your average. You may increase in sales actually as you progress because you're going to have a pipeline of things going on and more referrals coming in that make it a lot easier to make more new sales. But anyway, we're going to keep the number the same: 40,000 in sales, 40,000 in renewals, equal 85 to 100,000 or more. So basically, by the first, second, and third year renewals, depending on how many renewals that you add up there, I just did the low average on the renewals. But fourth year and beyond, if you stay consistent first, second, third, and going into your fourth year with 40,000 and earned sales commission, then your renewals would be 85 plus. And again, top producers can earn a lot more. We've had guys that the fourth, fifth year that will make in and above the six-figure amount. So it's really some of that's going to be us observing and supervising your potential. We're not going to over-escalate. If your potential is $30,000 a year, that's fine. We'll work with that equation, work with you to grow. If it's much lower than that, then we're going to have to work with you and kind of measure on a monthly basis, weekly basis, exactly what you're doing and what you're not doing. Typically, just the activity creates the productivity, and the productivity creates the income. So we just want to be able to measure what you're doing to see how we can help you. So independent agent issues. One of the things that sometimes the career agent goes is, well, I got a buddy that's an independent agent and he's just killing it, and why wouldn't I be an independent agent compared to a career agent? Really, on the front end, the difference is you get paid a little less in commission on the front end as a career, but the support and the marketing costs, as you see the two things here in orange, you're going to have to spend about $1,000 per month for marketing to be an independent agent. I've seen guys spend $1,000 up to $3,000. I used to spend consistently. I would spend consistently. Each week, if I did an average of 4 sales, spent about $1,600 to $2,000 a month paying a telemarketer to set appointments for me, on top of the other lead cost stuff that I had. So this is just just an average. If you're going to market for yourself as an independent agent, you're going to have at least $1,000 per month going out for marketing. If you don't have that upfront, like $2,000-3,000 to get started, it's going to be very hard as an independent agent for you to get started in this industry at all. Gas, the independent agent's going to spend roughly around $500 per month for gas. He's going to run all over the place, creating marketing leads. It's just the paradigm of what they work in. $250 for business expense for home office. Some of this is going to be covered because we're administratively handling a lot of stuff for you. If you got a computer, a scanner, fax machine at home, it's really all you're going to need. An ink cartridge from time to time if you're printing out stuff. But your expense from business expense stuff from home office is pretty low. $250 you see here, $500 for gas and $250 for other expenditures. Obviously you're going to have your budgeting costs for your gas. As a career agent, you're going to have that. And then walking you through, you're going to have all kinds of write-off. You're a 1099 agent as a career agent. You're a 1099 as an independent. The big issues that we see as an independent agent, they never really know how to directionally get plugged into marketing. They have nobody holding them accountable, making them do the marketing. And therefore, a lot of times they flop and fail. They think they can make $40,000 a year, they make 15, and then they're trying to work part-time, and it just ends up being a train wreck for a lot of folks. So if that's your mold and you want to become an independent agent, reach out to us. We've got an independent agent contract. We can help you there, but this can be a very big struggle for people that need some directional input and hand-holding through the career channel. You get all that. So how to follow up with us, you'd email us here. My email is elevate.dkh@gmail.com. We would schedule an interview one-on-one, something I encourage you guys to go out there and do, and we'll ask you to do if you're going to come on as a career agent, is do what we call the Strength Finders 2.0. You can Google that. It'll tell you your top 5 strengths. It's a descriptive test. So to tell you what you're really strong at, which allows us to be able to kind of mold your marketing in and around what you're good at, and we're not going to ask you to do something that you're not good at. So it allows us just to help make sure you're a good fit for what we're looking for. So then we would email you out after this one-to-one if you're a good fit, a welcome packet you'd fill out as a 1099 informational, basically employee, a new agent packet that you'd fill out, send back in to us. So something else you can do, guys, you can call there, our local office number, the 931-996-0099 to schedule an interview with me. That'd be the next call that you would make would be with me again, and then we'd plug you in with the girls and let everybody kind of grab a hold of your hand and walk you through the next process after this next interview. One of the big things that I tell people, we are not professional babysitters. I'm not going to micromanage your life. We will follow up with you if we don't hear from you after about 48 hours, or we'll email or call you. If you did not follow up with us, then I would just ask, if you're not really good on staying on top of stuff, just tell us, say, hey, I'm not really good, stay on top of me, I'll get it filled out. But you're going to have to get your paperwork filled out and turned in and turned back to us within 48 hours, or we're just going to get to a point where we're not going to babysit you. We're going to assume you're not going to move forward with the opportunity. So you're a grown adult, I'm a grown adult, and at the end of the day, we do not need to be babysitting each other. We need to be able to get our responsibilities done and make this thing happen. And if that's a good fit for you, great. If it's not, then go work at like McDonald's, where they'll be slave driving and telling you what to do and paying you about $8, $9, $10 an hour and making your life miserable. But at least if you don't show up, you get fired. I am not going to manage people like that. Our team does not manage people like that. I have more of a macro mentality when it comes to giving you opportunities and you executing those opportunities, measuring what you're doing, adjusting what you're doing. But just make sure you jump on the horse and get on top of everything that we ask you to get on top of and get that taken care of. So the next interview, we'll lay out times and locations. We'll let you know there's multiple state trainings and things that we'll plug you into. You'll call our office if you're experiencing any kind of issues. So along this process, if you can't log into something's going on, just give us a call. We, along with you, will win if we work together. So it's a team, fun. We have a good time. I would not do this if it wasn't fun. I could find something else to do and that I would enjoy. So I would encourage you to do the same thing. Look at your life, and if you're not enjoying it, a lot of the agents that have written business 4, 5, 6 years begin to manage over their book of business, still continue to write new business each year, but I'm not going to drive you to the point where you have to hit a certain quota after you've reached kind of an income potential that you're secure with. We will teach you that attrition, people die, people fall off, and how to replace that book of business. But if you're making an income that's sustainable by renewals and you want to be able to take off 2, 3 weeks out of the year to go take vacation, whatever, a month off, great, high five, you've earned that opportunity. That's what's available here comparative to the corporate world. You're going to get 2 weeks off, paid vacation. You know, it's a total different mindset than working for yourself and then through as a career agent for us. Gives you the independent opportunity to grow income and also to grow wealth. And the backside of that wealth will allow you to be able to do some things with your life that you may not be able to do now. So not following through. Here's just some problem areas that we've seen. Contracting requests. We're going to send you contracting information to be able to fill out. You're going to have to follow up with that. If you don't know what to do, reach out to us. Follow-up calls, texts, or emails. If we reach out to you, if I reach out to you and I can't get in touch with you for 3 weeks or 2 days or whatever, you're not showing up to things that we ask you to be a part of, or jump on a webinar or a conference call every week or something that just very minimum stuff that you're going to have to plug into and manage your life around, then there's going to be problems there immediately up front. There's going to be problems, and long term there's going to be problems. So we call it the bye-bye principle, basically a high five and go find something else to do, because I mean, this is not working out. Carrier requests. When you're doing contracting, the carriers are going to request information that you need to be able to follow up with. Some of that you may not know what to do. Just reach out to us. We're here to be able to walk you through all that. Agent reporting back to us. Reporting is crucial. You've got to stay on top of your reporting. We'll communicate to you on how to do that. You're a grown adult. Just do it. It's very simple. You reporting in weekly. Friday is Victory Day, so we jump on a call with you each Friday. That'll allow us to be able to observe what you've done and supervise and help you be able to go into the next week and the upcoming weeks. If we need to be able to tweak something, if you're not doing well, if you're not calling a lead, just different things, we'll be able to observe and figure out what you're doing. But Fridays are always fun days to kind of see what you've done for the week or over the last month. Bad attitude equals a bye-bye. So in my world, I love hardworking A personalities that are not know-it-alls, but A personalities and know-it-all. I do not do well with A personalities. When you think of yourself as never making a mistake, don't even sign up for this gig, because you'll find out really quick you're not a good fit for us, because you're just like me and everyone else in this world. You're going to make mistakes, and having a bad attitude up front is just not a team approach that we do. It just doesn't work long term. So you probably need to be an analytical analyst or an actuary stuck in a corner somewhere making $100,000 a year. Go to actuarial school, get your degree, do that. You can have a bad attitude with that because you can crunch numbers and you don't have to talk to anybody. But in our world, we're dealing with people. Where there's people, there's problems, and your attitude is not one of those problems I want to have to manage over. So if that is you, we say bye-bye to you now. Otherwise, next step that you need to be able to do, if you do have any questions, email me. You'll see my email there, elevate.dkh@gmail.com. Any questions you have about the information we just covered, reach out to me. And then as far as from here, just launching and getting started, you can email also our operations, elevate.operations@gmail.com, or my email. And then there's our 2 phone numbers, the 800 number and the 931 number. You can actually pause this presentation and write that down. If you are not real savvy on the computer, just pause it, write it down, give us a shout, shoot us an email, let us know what your questions are, or if you're wanting to be able to take that next step and set up a time to be able to sit down and interview. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate your time. And we're looking forward to be able to work with you. If you do have any questions, just reach out to us. Otherwise, we'll talk to you soon.